Looks like Blob? I don't really see it.
We have brown hair, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Well, to be fair, the camera is like not super zoomed in.
Mm. No, my smash.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Was that weak at the fair?
No, it was strong, I think. Please die. No. Have mercy.
Shira, the thing is, like, it makes sense that you were asking Nashi if he had played Persona when he said the game was shit. Oh, I tried to fast fall to dodge it.
And what?
I think you can react to a back throw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't know, since I haven't actually watched it even
Oh.
on stream.
I forgot. I think they have some special. It's sub only, and they pay extra to sub. It's like $8 or $12 or something.
Oh, really?
It goes to charity, but
Okay, well then it's not as bad if it actually goes to charity. Yeah, I don't feel as strongly about, like, you know, when people do, like, you know, sub-only chat or stuff like that. Like it would never be a thing like here on my stream, but like I don't feel as badly when like tournaments and stuff do it, because many times, you know, it is like Twitch chat is like
it's really bad.
Twitch chat.
Yeah.
But the Twitch the sub only streams that is a thing now. That shit fucking blows.
Yeah.
And I hope it doesn't become a thing. I actually haven't seen any of the people I follow. I haven't seen a single person use it.
Same. Never seen it. No.
I had so little ink too.
Yeah, I saw. Barely enough.
No. That's so rough.
Yes.
Damn. Yeah, that snowballed quickly.
Yeah.
That was good. And only 2 players so far. Dream the anti-1 Evo. Well, he does have a... I'm not sure if that counted as like a super major slash S tier or whatever for Smash 4, but he did win a CEO that was really stacked. I can imagine the schedule at EVO this year for Ultimate is gonna be rough. Actually, to be fair, it can't be worse than than EVO 2016 for Smash 4. I hope no game have ever suffered through anything worse. I felt bad for the players. Please kill.
Jesus.
How often do I go back and rewatch my old melee sets? Used to be more often, but sometimes, for old time's sake, I watch, a set or like the ending of a set. But for me, most of the time, like, because when people do that, it's normally, like, it's a good feeling, right? Rewatching an old set, like, you feel good about it.
Oh, you crossed me up?
Apparently, I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, fuck. Oh. But yeah, for me, sometimes I get, like, that feeling by, just looking at the trophies. That's why I like when tournaments have trophies over, like, slightly more money, maybe. Oh, fuck. That actually reminds me, it was one, like, after I won EVO 2015, like, top 3 for each game that year got, like, an EVO fighting stick, a golden one, and right as I won that, it was 2 people asking me if they could buy it. No.
For how much?
They didn't even mention any money. It was like, it was for sure gonna be like, some like ridiculously low price. It's like, oh, but you don't even play those games. It's like, are you serious? Are you serious? No. That would have been the first time I saved someone with footstalling. If that actually, I would have been so mad.
I am not Limpus.
But has he been saying like? Oh, that was nice. In one way, Pound 5 was my worst feeling after losing a tournament, and in one way, EVO 2016.
Oh yeah.
Like Pound 5, like that was my 4th Super Major in the US, and I got 2nd, 4th, 2nd prior to that. And when I got 4th, like, I know people will say no jumps, but I was actually really sick that tournament.
Yeah.
So, even though it was my worst tournament in my like professional career, like post like Genesis 1 and after, it still didn't feel as bad because I know, like, what happened that tournament. But Pound 5 getting 2nd again, and Genesis 1 as well, like I was up 2-1 winner side grants, and then I fell apart. Like mentally, I was not nearly as strong as a player back then as I eventually became. So it was like really rough for me to, accept another 2nd place. And then the whole prize money thing, also like the aftertaste of that tournament was like so bad. Like for me, going to Smash tournaments back then was really rough. Like no sponsors were around. Flight tickets were significantly more expensive back then than they are now. And all the money I had was through Smash. And I had to basically save up for like half a year to be able to go to one tournament in the US. And then if I got 2nd, I broke even. So then if I got 2nd, those money were literally put aside to the next Super Major. So then when he didn't pay out, that was the first time I was ever like owing someone a lot of money. Because basically what happened was that I was not going to go to Pound at all. Because I decided to go to Genesis instead. But they really wanted me to go. So the community helped out with, some of the expenses. So I could go to Pound, but far from all of it. And then when I got back home, and I got second in singles next to PPMD, and then first in teams with Mewtwo King, the Swedes wanted to book the flights for Genesis 2. And I was like, I was still gonna go, right? And we were gonna do a road trip in the US and all of that. But I was like, I want to wait for my prize money and then book. And they're like, well, we can't really wait any longer because we found quote-unquote cheap tickets. So, and they were like, oh, but you should just let this guy, like he can borrow you money, and then once you get the prize money, you can pay back. And I was like, I didn't really want to do it, but I was like, if I don't, then I might not end up on the same flight as these guys, and I'm gonna go anyway, right? So I was like, all right. Then basically the same day, like 10 hours later or whatever, 8 hours later, they announced that the prize pools from Pound 5 was cancelled. No winners will get any money. And I was like, are you serious? And then I was sitting there with like $1,000 debt or whatever. I don't remember exactly because this was like a decade ago. But $1,000 for me back then was like a fucking fortune. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then it actually took all the way to Genesis 2 and winning that tournament to pay me this guy back. So as soon as I won, I was, here's your money, and since then I've never borrowed money from anyone again. Not even like a single dollar. I don't borrow money after that.
They made a bad hotel deal or something, right?
Yeah, the thing is, Pound 4 was like the biggest, at least for Melee, the biggest tournament of all time up to that point. It wasn't beaten until EVO 2013. For Brawl, I don't remember, but it was big for Brawl at least. I'm not sure about the biggest, but it was big for Brawl. Yeah. And with Pound 5, they kind of gambled on beating the record for either both or one of the games. And it was at a fucking 5-star hotel.
Oh, really? 5
And Smashers are cheap. And in the contract, they had to, like, you know, rent out X amount of rooms, right?
Yeah.
And partly they didn't beat the record for either game. And what a lot of Smashers tend to do to save money is that they are way more people than you quote-unquote should be per room. So, yeah, they lost a shit ton of money. They took all the prize pools for Melee and Brawl, team singles. And apparently, despite that, they still didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
And then also shortly before Pound, like basically the same day as I was gonna travel to Pound, I remember my GameCube broke, and after I came back home, I was so demoralized, getting second again, that I didn't play any Smash for like a few weeks. I didn't even have the console. I was like, I don't want to see this fucking stupid game. But then I got motivated, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking win Genesis 2.